Day 33 of 90, vulnerability post, my evolving out loud journey. Today I feel like I've hit the crest and I'm over the hump and I'm coming back down to a place of back to myself again. This has been an emotional roller coaster, and I have to say it's been really hard for me to just put myself out there kind of publicly while I'm on this roller coaster. You know, the things that come up are I'm afraid I'm going to be judged. I'm afraid of people thinking I'm too much. I'm afraid of people feeling like I'm too negative, that I should be more happy and positive and sharing light and easy. And I'm afraid that I'm offending people, potentially. I'm afraid that I'm giving too much information about my life and people in my life. I'm afraid I'm not doing it right. And, you know, all these things, all these fears, all these, you know, thoughts that come up are things that, you know, are trying to hold me back. They're not holding me back because I'm busting through them and I'm doing it and I'm showing up anyway, even though I don't want to, or I don't always feel like it, or because I'm afraid. But, you know, we can give into these fears all the time, and we can always be concerned about what somebody else is going to think and continue staying in hiding. And I don't want to do that. I've done that for so many years. Oh my God, you guys. I have done that for so many years. I had somebody reach out to me that I knew from 18 years ago, and we were friends for a long time, and they kind of made a comment about, you know, in a loving way. It wasn't in a harsh way, but sort of like, I've known you for a really long time and you didn't used to share all of this stuff like this. Like, what's the point of sharing all of this information? And you didn't used to be this way. And it was really interesting because my initial thought was, oh no, I'm doing something wrong. And then my second thought was, wait a minute, I am a completely different person than I was 18 years ago. Like, I literally am a completely different person. And so for somebody to hold me to a standard of how I used to be a long time ago compared to who I am now is completely unrealistic. And I think that's the same in any relationship, even in a marriage and in friendships, is we really need to give each other permission to evolve and to grow and to change, and to not hold people to some idea or standard of who it is that they should be. And, you know, I say that meaning me too. You know, I was recently in a situation where, again, frickin' expectations. This person showed up in this way, and this was how I expected them to be, because there was a consistency in behavior. There was like this consistent pattern. And so I expected, okay, this pattern's going to continue on forever. But that's not true. People change all the time. I change, like you change, we all change. We change our minds, we change our ideas. The things that we like change as long as we're open to evolving and growing. And so just really being willing to change, being willing to be different, be willing to say, you know, that's just not me anymore. Even if it was me a week ago. I have another friend who reached out to me and is really struggling with people saying that they feel like she just can't make up her mind, right? You just keep changing your mind. You say this thing and then you do this thing and then you're doing this thing and you're all over the place. And it's like she's in the middle of a huge life transition, and so it's normal to be all over the place when you're in a huge life transition, because it's like when you break up with your ego, when you let go of this old part of yourself, when you step into a whole new change of becoming a different person, of evolving, right? It's like you have to be willing to let go of all the things of who you were before in order to have that full transformation. And let me tell you, that's really hard. It's like you don't have ground to even stand on. And You know, so why do it, right? Somebody asked me, like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, it looks really hard. And other people who feel pressure, like they should do it too. Like, do you think everybody should make videos? Do you think everybody should do this whole evolving out loud thing? And it's like, no, absolutely not. I don't think that this is the only way to do this. This just happens to be my way right now. It happens to be a way that, you know, Kyle Cease said, this is this really great thing that I've done, and he did it, and now thousands of other people are doing it, and it works for some people, it doesn't work for other people, and the point is be willing to try something new, and if it doesn't work, you can change your mind. If you're not getting benefit out of it, don't do it. Switch and do something different, and, you know, stick with it long enough to see. And so I'm in a position where I realize I'm getting a lot of benefit out of putting myself in these uncomfortable situations and sharing my heart openly. And I've gotten a lot of feedback that other people are comfortable too. Other people are growing too. It's making people uncomfortable. It's making a lot of people uncomfortable. But the other people are growing from it and benefiting from it too. And so, you know, that's why I'm going to continue to do it. You know, I'm curious, like, I should do a video on why am I even doing this? I could do that. I could do this video on why am I doing this. I looked and it's like, I'm 6 minutes in. You should be faster. You're doing it wrong. You're taking too much time. You're playing with your hair too much. It's because I'm super sweaty. I just came from the gym and my hair is driving me crazy. All these things that go in my mind, right, that I don't say while I'm talking. And today they're just coming out because I am super raw and unfiltered, and I'm so tired of analyzing and filtering everything that I say, so that I don't say something wrong, or so that I say something inspiring or the right way or whatever, that I'm just like freaking exhausted. I'm just too tired to filter my words today. So, why am I doing these videos? Cornelia, my life coach, friend, would tell you, because somebody challenged me, and if somebody challenges Charlene, she's going to take the challenge. Not actually true. There's a lot of challenges that have been given to me that I've done, and I decide partway through that it just doesn't serve me anymore. Why am I doing these videos? I'm doing these videos because the challenge for me is my growth, the growth that I need in my life to transition to my next highest self, the evolution of where I'm going to go, is, first of all, I know that I'm designed to be a public speaker. I have known that since I was like probably 11 or 12 years old. Like, I've had these visions of seeing myself on stage like Tony Robbins, like Kyle Cease, like Marianne Williamson. You know, I didn't know who any of those people were back then, but it's just like, I don't know where it comes from. I've just had this vision of, I will be speaking to large groups of people and helping people to transform and shift and change their lives. I can't do that unless I start speaking and getting practice and putting myself out there. So it's practice for me to continue to practice public speaking, even though I'm really just talking to a camera, my phone. I'm talking to my phone, and it happens to be on a stand. I just pretend that you are thousands of people in an audience in a stadium. I can't sing. I can lip sync. And so I can dance, but I'm not that good of a dancer. So I know the visions I've had of me being on stage are not singing and they're not dancing. They're of me speaking. God gave me this voice for something. What else? I am also doing it because I'm tired of hiding. And so I could just come out to my friends, right? Why don't I just come out to my close friends? Why do I have to make these videos and put them on Facebook and put them on YouTube and put them on my website for total strangers that I don't even know to see? Because this isn't just about me. And I know that. I know that as I'm sharing this journey, it's not just about my evolution of breaking through my fear of being seen. I think this is an epidemic. I think that this is worldwide. I think that not only as women, but mostly as women, we have not shared our voice of what we think and how we feel. And, you know, we have been taking this like feminist movement for so long where we're like in our masculinity and changing the world and being really dominant and using our voice for those purposes. And it's wonderful. And we've made huge changes in our world. But I feel like there's a cry for all of us to come back to our femininity, men and women alike. For us to step away from the strong, masculine, dominant, get shit done energy and really getting more into this soft, vulnerable, open-hearted, loving, accepting, caring, emotional energy. And it's like, I want to tap into that. Like, I'm super strong and I'm super masculine. I'm super dominant. I'm totally alpha. Everybody that knows me knows that. And I can rock that. Like, I can totally rock the alpha. And I can be like, I am a warrior, goddess, badass. And I know that about myself. But I'm tired of that role. Like, I will always have that. That's in me. That's just like my makeup. And I'm always going to be, you know, like, check me out. I'm super strong, warrior, badass. I can kick ass. I can conquer anything. I can do it all by myself. I don't need a man for anything. I don't need help from anybody. But I don't want to be that anymore. Like, I just want to tap into this, like, my softness. I want to tap into the part of me that, like, needs. The part of me that is vulnerable, the part of me that's afraid, the part of me that's needy, right? Like, that has been like a theme in my life, is never need anything. Whatever you do, don't be needy. Don't appear to be needy in any relationship, whether it be friendships. Always be the giver. But if you do that, you're always the dominant. And I don't want to do that. I really want to be receptive, nurturing, nurtured, really, right? Because nurturing, like, yeah, I'm also super nurturing. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. Like, I have really strong mothering energy. I even have one boyfriend once who was like, way too much. You're not my mother. You're way too nurturing. Like, it's weird. And then another boyfriend who's like, love it. Bring on the nurturing energy. Love the mothering energy. So you never know. Yeah, anyway, that was a little digression. Just that you can't be everything for everybody. Just being who you are all the time, showing up as you are in all aspects of yourself. So that is another reason why I'm making these videos, is I am challenging myself to not only be vulnerable in my relationships, which, boy, am I creating some messes, but also to be vulnerable and open in front of everybody so that I can set an example to say to all of you out there, men, women alike, be vulnerable, be open, share your heart. You're not going to die, right? So hopefully I'm not going to die in the next 90 days, and I can prove my point that I can go for 90 days being vulnerable, open, raw, real, sharing my shit all over the place on Facebook, and I'm not going to die from it. So yeah, what else? Because also I am really wanting to show my current life coaching clients, as well as all of my future life coaching clients, that I don't have it all figured out. Like, I'm figuring it out as I go. And we're all figuring it out as I go. I don't want to be in this place of, like, looked upon as this place of authority where I know everything and I have it all figured out. I used to really want that. I used to want that really bad. I used to want to make sure that everybody knew I know what I'm talking about, and that I would never admit to a mistake, because then that would mean I didn't know what I was talking about. And it was exhausting and just a terrible way to be. It did not, I hated that part of myself when I was living in that constant fear of making a mistake and needing to know everything. You know, if somebody would say something, I'd go, oh, I know. Oh, I know. This was like in my mid-20s. It was annoying. And so I want, like, to be in this place of, like, I'm figuring it out. There's so much freedom in saying I don't know. That has been a practice just in the last maybe 4 or 5 years of where I'm getting comfortable saying, I don't know. I don't know. the answer to that. Let me find out for you. I think it was when I started teaching hair color for Brocado, and I was going into salons and I was doing my teacher training, and it was like, what if somebody asks you a question and it's like, you can't just make something up on the fly. You can't give I think it could be this answer. Like when it comes to like chemistry and hair color, you like need to be exact and precise. And so I developed the skill of saying, I don't actually know. Let me find out for you. And there was like, whoa, there's so much freedom in that. And then adopting that also as I'm doing my fitness, you know, in personal training clients or teaching classes, is when somebody asks me something to just say, I don't know. And so I've loved the freedom of that. And so doing this is also stretching me in that way, is that I don't have this figured out. I don't exactly know all of the benefits that are going to happen from doing this. I just know that right now it feels right. Even when it's uncomfortable, even when I don't want to do it, it feels right. What else? Yeah, that's all I've got right now. I realize it's 16 minutes in and I'm like, people don't want to see super long videos. You need to make them less than 5 minutes. Except for the people that do want to see long videos. I watch videos, Facebook Live videos on other people that I'm following in the Evolving Out Loud community, and they're doing the same challenge as me. One woman, she's doing, she's calling it her daily diary, and she does Facebook Live videos and has tons of people interacting with her, and her videos sometimes are 30 minutes to an hour long. And I watch the whole damn thing. I don't watch TV, but I'll watch one of her videos because I love watching her real time evolving out loud, sharing her thoughts and her emotions and where she's at. And it's just like, I guess it's my version of reality TV, right? I don't watch actors on reality TV. I just go on Facebook, watch people in the evolving out loud journey, and it is the best freaking reality TV there is, I'm telling you. So maybe I'm becoming your reality TV show. Which brings me to another thing. I am going to start doing Facebook Live videos. I'll be announcing when I'm doing them because I would love to interact with you. I love when you guys leave comments, and it's great, and then I can get back to the comments. But it would be great if I'm doing a video and then you guys can comment and then I can talk right back to you and we can like actually have a conversation going. That would be really cool. I would like to play with that during this 90-day thing at some point, and I will share with all of you what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do that. So, yeah, be willing to make a mistake. Open your heart and share it. You're not going to die. You don't have to do it by making videos, but start with just your family. Start with the people that are really close to you. Try just sharing how you feel and speaking up, speaking your voice. We need to make a shift. We need to bring our vulnerability back. Bringing sexy back, we're bringing vulnerability back because vulnerability is sexy. I just made that up. I should make it a dance or a song. If anybody wants to play with that with me, let me know. Anyway, so this is me sharing with you my heart, my life, my experiences, and thank you for sharing yours with me. Please comment, reach out, and would love to keep a dialogue open. All right, I love all of you. I do. Ciao.